Hi. So this is quite a last minute thing. I just got a lovely message from somebody last night asking would I consider doing a kind of live painting session, and I thought, why not? With all the stuff that's going on with COVID and level 3, level 4, level 5. And some people have been saying they like watching the time lapse videos and they like watching them with their kids or people their students. So I'm up for it if you're up for it. So I thought I'd just talk about it really quickly, then ask some questions, and then the plan is to do it on Sunday. So I don't know if you're interested, but maybe some of you are, and maybe it'll just be me painting on my own, and you can all come and watch. But my idea is to just do some really kind of fun, loose acrylic work, sort of the way I like working. And you've probably seen some time lapse videos, and I would just do it here in my studio. So what I thought I would do is show you some of the materials you need to have if you want to come and join me with the painting session. And then we need to pick a time on Sunday. And then I hope you will tell some people, and it won't just be me here painting on my own. So let me just show you very quickly what you might need to have. For those of you who joined, I was asked would I do a live painting session this weekend, sort of an anti-COVID lockdown, a little bit of fun. It wouldn't be serious painting, it would just be, I suppose, having fun and watching paint and see what it does, and you could all paint with me. So this is, I think, what we need. Let me just turn this around. Okay. So what you need if you want to paint with me is you need a surface and you need paint and you need water. That's really it. So you would need, like, the things you could have if you have them: a canvas if you have them, paper, an old book or a sketch pad, anything, any surface at all will work. These are little tiny cheap canvases I got in Sewstring, whatever it's called. So if you have things like that, what I would suggest is to have a few things, or even have a few pages of a sketch pad. Bigger is better, but even an old book that you could lay flat and we could paint on top of, that would work. Then the other thing you'd need is water-based paint. So acrylics are ideal, and you need water. And that's really all you need. So what I do is I usually have a limited palette. I don't have loads and loads of paint. And I tend to go with the paint that you see, when you see my stories, I'm looking at certain things in nature, and then I tend to use those colours when I'm painting. So at the moment, obviously all the beautiful autumn colours are there. So it's all those kind of greens, like this. This is a sap green, and it's actually an olive, but sap green, yellows, rusts, a little orange, and those gorgeous blue skies we'll be having, those kind of cerulean blue skies. That's what I'm sort of thinking. But it doesn't matter. If you have different colour paint, that doesn't matter. It's not about trying to paint a landscape. It will be actually about just having fun with paint. So we need water-based paint, we need a surface, and I'll show you a few more bits and pieces. So what I'm thinking is, if you want to paint with me on Sunday, a green, a blue, maybe a yellow, a white, which I didn't pull out, something dark, like it could be a black, it could be a grey, dark blue would work. I'm thinking red and orange if you had it. If you just have yellow, that would be fine too. Yellow, ochre, those kind of warm colours, and maybe a blue, like a cerulean blue. That's a phthalo blue, but so any colours at all you have, and they don't have to be big like these, really small tubes, anything. Poster paints I used to paint with as a child, that works really well. And then if you have things like these are like little crayons. I'll show you, they're like these. Things for making marks. I don't tend to use paintbrushes, but if you have a paintbrush, get a big one from a DIY store. Deals is fantastic. This is a wallpaper spreader I got in B&Q. These are foam things. I got them in Cork Art Supplies. And then I would recommend you get jam jars, clean jam jars, and something to stir them I tend to use disposable cutlery from, I got them in Deals, and I also use these to flick the paint. And then my trusty spray gun. So this is basically, I keep all the old household sprays, I clean them out and I just fill them with water and I use those. Also, gardening centres have them. If you don't have that, just water in a container will do. So all we need to paint would be surfaces, which could be just paper, an old book, any kind of paint that you have, anything to make marks with. These are various things I have, pastels, anything at all that appeals to you. Charcoal. What you'll notice is I don't really tend to use brushes. I don't tend to use brushes that much at the moment. And I was doing a lot of work with kind of water and manipulating the paint, so I could show you some of the stuff I did with that. Or we could just move paint around. Things like an old credit card would work really well, or you know, those old hotel cards, just something to move the paint. If you want to use brushes, you can use brushes. So yes, thanks. I'm thinking, I don't know what time. I think Sunday, and I was thinking either before dinner, after dinner, if people want to join in with kids, so maybe like 4 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So what I thought I would do is put it up as a question on my stories, and then whatever the majority is, we'd go with. And I'll do a list as well. But really, if you have different paint, it's whatever you have, really. All you need is a surface, and the surface could be an old book, you know. It could be a sketch pad, anything at all. Oh, I'd also recommend kitchen paper and newspaper, because and old clothes, because I'm really messy. And I might be encouraging you to paint in a very messy way. So like when I paint, it brings me a lot of joy and I just feel really alive. I feel like me. It feels fun. It feels like being a child again. So that's what it would be about. It would be about having fun. It's not colouring within the lines. It's being free. I have to figure out how to record it, because this, obviously I'm doing this with one hand. I don't think that would work. I see if I could bribe one of my teenagers to help me. Also, if you have any inks, they'd be nice. If you have things like these, they could be good. Or I have these lovely little golden anything, but any paint at all. Let's keep it simple. Whatever you have to hand, like whatever you can get easily. And I think go with colours that you like. So white, a few colours, like I often only have about 3 or 4 colours, something dark. So I'm thinking, look at the colours that are outside, the colours that you like in nature, and pick those kind of colours, and then you can't go wrong. And if you go wrong, so what? We'll have fun. So that's my idea. Was just a suggestion last night, which I thought was, I've been getting a lot of questions about, you know, do you teach your method, or you know, I don't teach. I'm still learning, but I'm really happy to share what I've learned. I just think, you know, we all paint from what's inside us. So even if I told somebody exactly what paint I have and what materials, it would be a different painting. So that's the idea. So I think 4 or 7, and maybe it depends on the weather. If it's a gorgeous day, people might be going out. If it's a rainy day, 4 o'clock might be good. But I'm really hoping some of you can join me and we'll have a little bit of fun. Any questions? I always feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay, I'm going to post this up, and then I'll do some questions, and please, hopefully a few of you will join me on Sunday. Thanks for watching. Bye.